We're joined from Cairo by Al Ahram newspaper managing editor Ashraf Abu El-Houl. Good evening to you, sir, and welcome to Qnews. Now, what are the key objectives of the urgent Arab summit in Cairo, and how could it shape regional diplomacy on the Palestinian issue?
Certainly, the upcoming emergency Arab summit will coordinate the Arab stances in response to the plans of displacement of the Palestinians, as well as to determine the pillars of the Palestinian cause from which the Arabs will unify their stances in supporting the Palestinian people as well as the Palestinian cause in general, and not to have an end of the war against Gaza, but only to open permanently the crossing in order to deliver the humanitarian aid. Most importantly, to work and convene an international conference and to have a permanent solution for the Palestinian cause on the pre-4th of June lines as it's entered the eastern Jerusalem as its capital.
Now, this urgent meeting came at the request of Palestine, the formal request of Palestine. From your point of view, what does this indicate and reveal about the Arab coordination on this crisis?
Certainly, in each round of aggressions, Palestine or Gaza is affected, the Arab summit will be convened. And the previous Arab summits have a very important role in supporting the Palestinian people as well as the Arab urgent causes. Therefore, I think that this summit is coming among the Arab consensus in rejecting the plans of displacement and on the necessity of having a permanent comprehensive solution of the Palestinian cause. And this consensus should come through the coordination of stances and efforts in order to have an Arab coordinated stances in working in solving such a cause.
Now, from your point of view, how could this summit translate political statements into concrete actions in support of the Palestinians and at the same time address the humanitarian crisis in Gaza?
Simply, this upcoming emergency summit will present before the United States and the whole world and universal Arab rejections against the plans of displacement, and the realistic solutions are to end the aggression and establishment of a Palestinian people, not to displace the Palestinian people. It's a simple solution, and for the American administration and it's to accept it as the Arab advocates for the peace, but in return do not accept in the surrender as the American ambition is for the Arabs to surrender and not to search for a solution for the Palestinian cause.
Now, from your point of view, how Egypt's leadership in both the Arab summit that Egypt has been calling for and the Gaza Reconstruction Conference reflects the strategic role played by Egypt in the Palestinian cause?
Egypt is playing a strategic role on the path of the Palestinian cause since 1948 until now. Egypt has dominated Gaza 1948 in order to have to maintain from the Israelis to control Gaza and Palestine, the whole, and to end the cause. And Egypt has endured several wars for the Palestinian people. And following the 7th of October attack, Egypt has already decided and rejected the displacement of the Palestinian and will continue to reject and to support the Palestinian cause. And Egypt is in favor of the choice of peace, but the peace should be built on giving the Palestinians their legitimate rights.
Right. From your point of view, Saudi Arabia has strongly rejected Netanyahu's displacement remarks. Now, how will that reflect on the Arab and international responses towards Israeli policies?
Saudi Arabia has already responded for Netanyahu's remark, as his remarks was blatant and naive. And you want to say, if they want to have a normalization, so you need to give the Palestinian land. As the Palestinian has no land, and the Saudi stance manifested the solidarity of the Arab stances, and the whole Arab wish to have solutions for the Palestinian cases. The Palestinians have already accepted to have only 20% of their homelands to have their establishment of the Palestinian state, and we cannot withdraw what is left and say to them to go in different places. And how come they go for different lands while another people are occupying their homelands?
Now, are there any kind of expected challenges that might meet the Arab leaders or they can face in reaching a unified stance? And what measures can ensure the summit's success?
I think, firstly, guarantees to ensure the success of the summit is the Arab solidarity, the desire of solution, desire of peace and not confrontation. But in maintaining a Palestinian state on the Palestinian lands and the Arab lands, and the challenges may be on the hard lines of the American stance. But I do not think that the Americans will follow this line. And it's only one country that rejects this matter. But all the Arab Islamic countries, as well as the whole world, reject the idea of exodus of the Palestinian people as considered and the ethnic cleansing that isn't acceptable in the 20th century.
Right, that was Al Ahram newspaper managing editor Ashraf Abu El-Houl from Cairo. Thank you so much for joining us here on Q News.